Here we are. Hello, everyone. It's Dia Bondi. I am here live on our Facebook page for the new podcast, The Dia Bondi Show, a big podcast for women with goals. We're also live on LinkedIn and on YouTube and on Instagram over here on a separate camera. So happy to see you if and when you join me either now or on the replay. It is the beginning of launching the Dia Bondi Show. We're 4 days into a 10 tips in 10 days where I am sharing with you tools and strategies. And I actually don't love calling them tips because they are core strategies that we can use when we go to really speak from who we truly are to advance our own personal goals and missions, and use asking as a success strategy. There are people all around us who want to help, and all we've got to do is ask. It is so today is day 4. And for those of you following along or on my mailing list at diabondi.com, you know that we have a goal of getting 1,000 downloads for the Dia Bondi Show in these 10 days, but by and before April 1st. We have 6 episodes live now. So we have 2 goals. One is 1,000 downloads, and the other is 10 ratings and reviews, because when you rate and review, you elevate the visibility of the podcast and make it possible for more women to discover this content to help them advance their own selves in the context of their goals. And so those are our 2 goals, and I told you I'd give you an update on where we were. Downloads. And I haven't started something from scratch in a very long time. And so it's really, I don't actually even know if that's good or bad or otherwise. We just picked a goal for our 10 days of launch, and 1,000 ended up being the number. So we're at 324. So if you're interested in helping us grow the show, you can share with a friend, just one friend. If each of you shared with one friend, it would make a huge difference. And if you could take 5 minutes today to help grow the visibility of the show, you can go find the Dia Bondi Show on Apple Podcasts and Google Podcasts and anywhere you get it, and rate and review. It makes a huge, huge difference and just takes a few minutes. Okay, so here's the deal. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Dia Bondi. I am a longtime leadership communications coach. I've spent the last 2 decades helping leaders, social impact, venture leaders, founders, entrepreneurs of all stripes. I've worked with in the world of global sport, technology, packaged foods, I'm agnostic to subject matter, but I'm not agnostic to stage, meaning I really work with leaders who are either right on the verge of a level up or have just leveled up, and stakes are very high, and it matters that they can truly speak from the heart because stakes are high, so that they can activate and align people, teams, and cultures towards shared goals, whether it's industry folks or if it's their audiences internally. And I have now launched a project called Ask Like an Auctioneer, which is not dissimilar in that I'm interested in helping women ask for more and get it, and never leave any money or opportunity on the table when they do go to make the asks that matter to their goals, by really being honest with and truly speaking from the heart about what they actually need, and challenging our assumptions about what we can get when we go to make the asks that matter to us, so that we can let folks not just help us, but let folks participate in our success, and use this sort of invisible strategy out there in the world to get more of what we need to reach our goals. So today is day 4 of 10 tips in 10 days. And the tip, I have my notes here. I planned it all out for you, just so you know. Our last one, our one for Friday this week, is tip number 4, which goes like this. Inside every ask is an offer. I spoke yesterday to a woman who is bringing our fireside chat to her organization around this work that we're doing to help women ask for more and get it. And she asked me, like, okay, but how do I actually ask? And there are lots of I don't know the answer to that all the time. I don't know how best you should ask. And that's a storytelling question that we would work through if we were one-on-one or if you were in one of my workshops or coaching circles. But I do have one framework that might help you figure out how to get into that conversation. And it goes like this. Inside every ask is an offer, meaning you might be making an ask of someone or something. And yes, you're going to get something, but inside of it, there's also an implicit exchange. The most important ask I ever made in my career was very simple, and there was an offer inside of it. It was just, will you teach me? And inside of that ask was an offer to be a great student, to live on the legacy of the person that was mentoring and teaching me, to let him see the vision of his work live through and the impact of his work live through me. And I knew that going into making that ask. I knew that so much that it actually helped me make a bolder ask, because I knew that it was not one-sided. It was a reciprocity. So inside every ask is an offer. And once you've identified what you think the offer is, you can use this simple framework to set up the ask. And it goes like this. I see you, you see me. Here's my ask. I see you as an opportunity to say, hey, I see you. I see what's important to you. I see what you invest in. I see who you mentor. I see what values you have. I see why you're involved in this. I see the success that you have. I see the impact that you have. It is a recognition of what matters, what's important to you, and what the person or thing you're about to make the ask of is doing in the world. And once you recognize that and let them know that they are seen, hello, Maya, so nice to see you. Love seeing you here. Once they feel seen by you, then the offer makes more sense that's inside of that ask. So I see you, you see me, here's my ask. So I see you starts with, here's what I see you doing in the world. Once you've recognized that, you can then do the you see me, which is to say, here's an opportunity for you to see what I'm up to, what my values are, what impact I want to have in the world, what goals I have that you can be instrumental in me succeeding, and what the opportunity in what I am doing, what opportunity inside of what I am doing that can actually help you fulfill what you want and what matters to you in the world. So I see you, I'm acknowledging who you are and what matters to you. You see me, let me give you an opportunity to see me and what matters to me in the world and how those two things might line up. And in that is the offer. And then the last beat is, here's my ask. And the ask should be the way that how you see that person or thing and what you're doing in the world intersect, so that the ask makes sense. I do this I do fundraising auctioneering for women-led nonprofits that benefit women and girls. And I use this on stage in front of 500 people immediately. They don't know me, and I'm about to ask them for money. They know the organization, but they're in that ask moment, they're in relationship with me. So the first thing I'll do when I step on stage is to say, thank you, everyone, for being here. I see you. I see what you're doing. I see why you're here. I see what's important to you. And I am celebrating that tonight. Let me tell you a little bit about me. Here's what I do in the world. Here's what matters to me. I'm a longtime leadership communications coach. I care about advancing women and girls just like you. And I'm here to help you give in a way that is aligned to your values so that you can have the impact that you want to have in the world. Who's in at $25,000? So that immediately there is a recognition that the ask that I'm about to make isn't about just what I can get, but it's also a way for you to advance what matters to you. So yes, inside every ask is an offer, and the offer is to help the person you're making the ask of advance what matters to them. So that is my tip for the day. Inside every ask is an offer, and if you can identify what it is, how the ask advances what matters to the people you're making the ask of, it will be easier to make a more courageous ask. It will be easier for you to set up a story that makes sense to the whole picture, that will create a platform for your ask that makes you more bold, and I hope helps you get more of what you need when it really matters to you. So again, I started with this, but I'll finish with it as well. And if anybody is anybody is watching now and would like to ask me a question, you can do that in the chat. I think I'm using a platform that aggregates all the chats, and I don't know how many I can see or not see, but if I can see you, Maya, I see you. I'm happy to answer any questions or any feedback that you have about this. So we are launching the Dia Bondi Show, a big podcast for women with goals. And our goal right now, if it is important to you, to help advance women and to help them find the courage, strategies, and tactics. Some of the stuff is very tactical to help step onto a strong platform so that they can advocate for what they need in order to reach their goals. Yesterday, and you can find it in my timeline, I'm sure. Yesterday, we talked about the 4 territories that women can ask for more. With all asks, I've noticed it after hundreds of conversations with women about asking, and not just negotiation, asking what those can fall into. And they're not just money. It is 3 others that you can find on the other tip. I think it was tip 3. So we are launching the Dia Bondi Show, and if it matters to you that we get in the hands of women all over the world, more tips and strategies, tactics, and perspectives, mindsets that help us more courageously ask for what we need so we can resource our dreams and get to our goals faster, you can help us by sharing the Dia Bondi Show with just one friend. And you can rate and subscribe so that we can get to our 10 ratings and 10 rates and reviews and 1,000 downloads by April 1st. And if you do that, you can send a screenshot of your share or your rate and review to hello@diabondi.com and get entered to win some cool prizes, including a one-on-one coaching session with me. So I thank you so much for being with me today and for your time and attention. You can tell that even on a Friday, I am super wound up about this stuff. Looking forward to hearing from you. You can reach out to us at hello@diabondi.com. If there's one thing you do to help the show this week, it is rate and review at the Dia Bondi Show, wherever you listen. Love seeing you here. Thank you so much. Have a great, great, great weekend, and see you over the interwebs. See you, everybody.